Yo, what's going on everybody? This is Ori Styler and today I'm here to talk to you about the Avengers. No, of course not. I don't mean John Steed and Emma Peel. That's a reference for my over 50s. I'm of course talking about Marvel's flagship team, the Earth's mightiest heroes, or so we call them. But given the scope of the organization's roster over the years, it's not fair to say that every member is on the same level in terms of power. Wink wink Hawkeye, wink wink Black Widow. Now, while they are all amazing superheroes, there are some who are far more powerful than most. Giants like Thor, Iron Man, and, well, Giant Man have all called themselves members over the years. But who is the most powerful of them all? That is the question. So let's you, me, and all the great people at What Culture go through this list of the 8 most powerful Avengers ever. Number 8, Hyperion. For those unfamiliar with the character, Hyperion is to the Marvel Universe as Superman is to the DC Universe. He's basically Marvel's version of Supes in terms of power, but his origin makes him a bit more chaotic, and there are several versions of the character spread through the multiverse. The one that is most closely associated with the Avengers hails from a destroyed universe, and thanks to his memory being all mucked up, he experiences that destruction constantly. He joined up with the Avengers to try and replace some of his nastier memories with newer, better ones. That plan worked for the most part, but throughout his time in the Marvel Universe, Hyperion has done some incredibly powerful things, which is why he's on this list. In terms of strength, he's pretty much unmatched, having once stopped an entire planet's motion. He also has atomic vision, which I know sounds like a 90s rock band, but it's much like Superman's heat vision, only he's used it to more disastrous effect. Number 7, Scarlet Witch. Though she may be more associated with the X-Men and other mutant organizations, Wanda Maximoff, aka the Scarlet Witch, joined up with the Avengers early on in the team's history. She came onto the team with her brother, all the way back in the Avengers number 16 in 1965. That's early enough to call her a starting member, seeing as she came onto the team when the original roster all but abandoned it. In terms of power, she started out somewhat ill-defined and weak compared to her later depictions. In the beginning, she had limited control of her hex magic and can do some damage, but as her mutant abilities evolved, she gained the ability to alter reality itself. She unwittingly started the House of M crossover event that led to the removal of nearly all mutants in the Marvel Universe. Number 6, Doctor Strange. Dr. Stephen Strange, otherwise known as Earth's Master of the Mystic Arts, isn't typically associated with the Avengers as a team member, but his position has aligned him with the superhero team on more than one occasion over the years. As the Master of the Mystic Arts, he is pretty much the strongest magical user in the Marvel Universe and easily my favorite on this list. Not only is he a gifted spellcaster, he has access to some of the most powerful magical artifacts in the Marvel Universe. These include his coveted Book of Vishanti, the Eye of Agamotto, and the Cloak of Levitation, which enables him to fly. He can also escape his body in his astral form and run about the universe as he pleases. Throughout his time as the Master of the Mystic Arts, Doctor Strange has taken on some of the biggest bads Marvel has in its arsenal. Whether it was a fight against someone like Adam Warlock, the Inbetweener, Mephisto, or Dormammu, which was executed so well on screen, Doctor Strange has proven himself time and time again. Number 5, Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel has gotten a lot of attention in recent years, thanks to Brie Larson's portrayal of her in the MCU, but the character has been around in one form or another for decades. Danvers is an immensely powerful character thanks to some experimentation done on her by the Kree with a device called the Psych Magnetron. She has developed her powers over the years as Miss Marvel, Binary, and more recently Captain Marvel to become one of the most powerful players in the Marvel Universe. Throughout her many years in comics, Danvers has been affiliated with the Avengers as either a member on the planet Earth or a representative who spends most of her time in the cosmos. She has immensely high levels of strength, can fire off energy blasts, can work short hair and long hair and still look fashionable, is incredibly fast and durable, but she also has developed powers that gave her the ability to tap into something called a white hole, which essentially gave her godlike powers that rivaled every member of the Avengers and then some. Number 4, Hulk. Ever since he was bathed in the radiation of an exploding gamma bomb he developed, Dr. Bruce Banner has had some anger control issues. Some anger control issues. Alright, let's call it that. When he gets upset, he turns into a giant green rage monster capable of feats of strength that rival that of an entire army. Whichever version of the Hulk that might find himself on the Avengers over the years, there's one thing everyone knows about him. Dude is jacked. Dude is strong. That's putting it lightly though, since the Hulk has the ability to augment his strength the angrier he gets, which is something that happens the longer he fights. Think of a boxing match, but instead of fatigue, it becomes fuel. Instead of getting tired, the guy just gets stronger and stronger until he beats anyone and everyone in his way. At times, he has become a more intelligent being who could control his strength, while other times, he nearly cracks the tectonic plates under cities, take New York for example, while undergoing a rather nasty bout of anger. Number 3. Blue Marvel. Blue Marvel is one of those characters few have heard of seeing, as he's only been around since his debut in 2008's Adam, Legend of the Blue Marvel #1. Despite being relatively new to the Marvel Universe, the guy is ridiculously powerful, which is why it's surprising that more people haven't heard of him. Thanks to his antimatter origin story, he has abilities few in the Marvel Universe possesses, including an ability to harness antimatter to create objects. In terms of strength, he rivals many on this list too, including the Hulk, but he also has endurance and durability that may exceed that of the Hulk and others. He's able to fly, is super fast, and is pretty much invulnerable. Number 2. Sentry. Now Sentry is another Marvel character who appeared on the scene only recently, but thanks to his involvement in many of the ongoing Marvel crossover events over the years, more fans probably know who he is. Robert Reynolds' Sentry is generally considered to be the most powerful being in the entire Marvel Universe, but there is a catch. Robert has associative identity disorder, more commonly known as multiple personality disorder. In Robert's case, he has an alter ego known as the Void, and it's downright evil. And that bifurcation of his psyche is his greatest weakness. He's essentially invincible in every physical way, as he can regenerate himself from a single molecule. Additionally, his strength is unrivaled, even by the Hulk. If he's in control of his abilities, he is truly unstoppable, which was clear when he literally ripped Ares in half during the Siege storyline. Number 1. Thor. Thor is the Asgardian god of thunder, and his time in the Marvel Universe has put that fact on clear display over the years. While he has died and come back a time or two, he is immortal, ridiculously powerful, and arguably the most powerful Avenger. He once escaped the event horizon of a black hole, which should be impossible, and he knocked the Phoenix Force out with a single hit that was so hard it was felt through time. Additionally, he has the strength to tear open dimensional portals between realms, can travel at the speed of light, cast lightning bolts, control the weather, and has a superpower called God Blast, which can take down some of the Marvel Cosmic Universe's most powerful characters. There are many powerful characters who have called themselves Avengers, but Thor is the most powerful of them all.
The Force is with us. What Culture Star Wars is our brand new channel dedicated to all things Star Wars. We'll have all the usual lists, features and news, plus there'll be ups and downs for all the latest shows and movies, and coverage on Star Wars novels and comics. Subscribe today via whatculture.com/Star Wars or search What Culture Star Wars on YouTube.